What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Shane, and this is The Shane Show. Alright guys, so in today's video, we're going to switch gears a little bit. I've done a lot of videos lately about the GTR, but it's time to focus on the Cobalt. So I want to share with you guys a couple of things on the car. So currently, this Cobalt is my daily driver. I drive it back and forth to work. It's 2006. It currently has just over 88,000 miles. So I bought the car brand new in 2006. It's a one-owner car. I've been the sole owner for it. I bought it brand new. And so I put all 88,000 miles on it myself, and I've done everything to it, so I know absolutely everything that's been done to it and all that. But I had this car, and then once I started doing everything to it, it was my first car that I actually started modding and all that stuff. I ended up tracking it, racing it, things like that, and it just got to the point where it just wasn't daily drivable anymore. And then I ended up picking up a 2011 STI, and then long story short, I traded in the STI to get the GTR, and then back to driving this every single day. But I want to share with you guys a couple of things that I want to do to this car. Some maintenance things and stuff like that. Let's just get right into it. So first things first, I got these canards. These are APR canards, and so as you can see, they're flaking off right there. So I want to get some new ones of those. I do have an aftermarket car parts company, so I'm able to get stuff at cost, and so I think it was something like 90 bucks for the pair. So 180 bucks for all. And so you can see on this one how faded it is. So here in Arizona, the sun, it eats the carbon pretty good. Plus this one's got, a pretty good nick in it. So that's definitely a plan. Also, you can see right now that I have my stock wheels on the car. And that's because I just needed to get some new tires for my other sets. So I had some Falcon Azenas RT 615s on the car. And so I need to order some new tires for it as well, but I got 225s on here right now. I normally am running 235s on here. I was able to fit that on. Something else you'll notice that is different about this car that you won't see on any other Cobalt in the world. It's the only Cobalt in the world that has these Corvette Breaks, and so they're 13.5-inch rotors. They're C5 Corvette Breaks. So as you can see right there, the car actually went to Bayer, and they had the car for 2 months, and they did a complete prototype Corvette brake system on this car. So one of the biggest things that I want to do in this video is I just want to show you guys some of the TLC that this car needs, and I've been neglecting it for quite a while, so I want to end that, and I want to start working on this and get it going again and back up to where it should be, like a nice clean ride. Something else that bothers me too is, I got this gap in between right here on the carbon fiber hood, and then here, and then this side over here, it fits much better, so I want to get it even, have it fit in a little better. That's super simple, just a couple of adjustments and stuff. Something else that this car has currently right now, and it was one of the first Cobalts in the world as well to have this, is it has Lambo doors. And so they go out, and then they go up, like so. So something I want to do is, it's not very practical, I don't show the car anymore. So I'm going to end up going back to just regular doors on this. So if you have a Cobalt and you're interested in getting the vertical door kit, once I take it off, I'll let you know. So link or make a comment down below if that's something that you guys are interested in. So that's coming as well. So daily driving. This car also gets abused quite a bit. So I need to get a new shift knob on it. I don't know how that happened, but it got ripped off at some point. And so I'm going to get that fixed. Kind of just touch up. So I did do the paint on the interior. You guys can see that. I kind of did that like whole VIP thing when that was popular back then. But I kind of want to clean it up a little bit. Like there's a mark over here. And so we'll get that fixed. And then also you guys will see down here, I have a whole bunch of switches down there. Now, I do have a 10-pound bottle here in this trunk. And so it's Cryo 2. Get this car cover out of the way. So it's a 10-pound Cryo 2 bottle. I did custom mount it in there, cut the hole, and so I never actually hooked it up to the intake like you're supposed to. You're supposed to have this bulb that goes inside of the air intake, hit the cryo, it cools that off, which then gives you cooler temperatures inside the car. I just had it purging out the front because I thought it was cool, so I would just fill up the bottle and then just hit the purge everywhere. Something else I need to do too is figure out this carbon fiber trunk. As you can see, again, the Arizona sun, the clear coat on this carbon has just gotten you know, eaten alive. So we need to do that. A couple of things, touch up on the paint as well. Somebody backed into the side of this one day. It was super frustrating. You can see it right there. And there's a couple of scrapes right here. So I actually had the car at a friend's house, and it was snowing. They hit my car, then had it towed. So that's awesome when that happens. I wasn't illegally parked or anything. I don't know why they had it towed, but they did, and I never found out who. But there's just some I mean, the paint's all original. This is the original color, laser blue metallic. It is a rare color combination, especially with these Recaro SS seats. Factory, these are extremely rare. So I got every single option you could with the Cobalt when I bought this brand new. I also ended up putting those pedals in down there. They're just Tenzo blue pedals, blue aluminum pedals. And then as you can see there too, I painted the door trim piece. So let's see what else. So there's also some minor touch-up things with the paint, like there's some bulging like parts right here, like little pinhole things kind of sticking out. So I want to get the car completely, not completely repainted, but the majority of it repainted, and just get it looking nice. So I also have a carbon fiber front lip on here, which that's obviously aftermarket, and that took a lot of fitment to get that on here. I did have a APR front splitter on here that I used off a 2002 WRX, and actually looked really good. There's pictures all over the internet of that, and so I'm going to end up doing that as well. This car's been in the Optima Ultimate Street Car Invitational. This car's been to SEMA in the K-Sport booth. It's raced and all that stuff. So this car is pretty famous for a Cobalt. So I also have the Halo projector headlights, something that I liked. So these ones, and you can see the gap here, so I need to fix that gap, but these ones have the 3 LEDs right here. Now the old style Halo projectors had the LEDs up here, so it kind of gave that nice, good looking, aggressive look. And I wish I still had those. Unfortunately I do not. And then the clear coat on these is kind of chipping a little bit as well, just from the sun. Now I did end up hitting the front pretty hard. I ran into a guardrail. So the front bumper is all brand new from stock, and so it's kind of why it's off a little bit. It doesn't fit quite right when things like that happen, and so that's why I had to get the new headlights as well. And then that's when I went with the carbon fiber hood. I got the Aero latch hood pins in here with the key, which is a pretty cool feature, I feel, you know, so you don't have to worry about anybody getting into the hood of your, you know, into your engine bay, and they just pop up like so. Alright, so let's open this up. So it's extremely dirty in here, but I got a lot of other pieces on there. So I put the K&N cold air intake on there, and I just did some Chevy chrome pieces. Got the supercharged logo there, got the Cobalt SS there, and then just like this oil cap, this cap. One thing I did do is this Ingalls torque dampener. Now this is to help with the front wheel hop. Cobalts are notoriously known for breaking the transmission when it does wheel hop, and I actually experienced that. I have gone through one transmission on this car. I did a burnout on the in the box right before I was getting ready to take it down the track, and I basically just broke the shaft that goes into the transmission and cracked the transmission, and yeah, it was just bad overall experience. So got this torque dampener. It does help a little bit. I would not launch the car like I did at like the 4,000 RPMs or 5,000s. I would, you know, do it a little less. But this car also has fully adjustable K-Sport coilovers. So I think, you know, I've had these coilovers on the car for almost 10 years. See, 2008, probably almost 10 years now, and so I'm probably going to end up getting new coilovers. I'm pretty sure that they're just done. So I need to do that. I also have a front mount heat exchanger as well. So this front mount heat exchanger almost looks like an intercooler, and basically it just helps with the cooling. I had to do a lot of fabricating from that. That came from ZZP Performance. And then also when I first got the car, I did the Stage 2 Supercharger Kit, which ends up coming with a 3-inch pulley here for the supercharger from the stock 3.5. You can go all the way down to 2.6-inch pulley, and bump up the boost even more. This Stage 2 kit was under warranty from GM. It took the stock 205 horsepower to 245, so I did that as well. But I still get over 30 miles a gallon on the highway on this, so that's why it's perfect daily. The miles are low. I just need to start taking care of this thing, and so it's come time. So keep you guys updated. This weekend, actually, I'm going to get the new brake pads, because I had mentioned it's got Corvette Breaks. Time to get some new pads. And I don't know what Bear did, but I have not replaced the brake pads on this car since I've had these brakes, and it's about 10 years on the fronts. The rears I've replaced quite a bit, which I think when they did the brake pressure, I think it's more rear than it is front, because I have not had to replace these pads. But I'm curious to see when I take them off, because when I just swapped the wheels, I noticed that it was time to change them because it was past the indicator. But I'm curious to see like what material they're made out of in the front. Not a lot of brake dust or anything like that either. So yeah, I'll end up replacing the brake pads. I got some new tires coming for, my BBS wheels that I have, and then we'll get the paint touched up. I'll get new canards ordered. I'll get that front splitter going, and then just kind of go from there. Just slowly start getting stuff done to it and get it back to in shape. I do want to get something done with this rear deck lid like I was talking about. Something else I did too, and car show days, is I put strobe lights back here inside the tail lights, so I got a switch inside that I could do that with in here. So something else that I got to do too is this exhaust. So I currently have vibrant header, vibrant downpipe into Megan Racing exhaust, and it's all catless and all that. But for whatever reason, I keep burning gaskets right where it connects in between the downpipe and then the rest of the exhaust. And so I need to figure out something with that, and we're going to do like a V-band clamp or something, so I don't have to worry about it leaking anymore. But I've gone through like 15 exhaust gaskets just trying to do that. And so I actually ordered a whole sheet of just exhaust gasket material, and I used to just cookie cutter them out and just have them pre-made, because I knew in 2 months it was just going to burn them up. I've had everything milled and all that stuff and flattened to make sure if there's any warping, it hasn't been warped. It's just for whatever reason keeps just burning gaskets. So get that fixed as well. So a lot more to come with this, but I wanted to share with you guys plans that I have for the Cobalt. Eventually we'll do Cobalt versus GTR, and then I have an R33 as well that's currently getting tuned, and so I do all the work to my cars myself. I built the motor in the R33. I've done everything to this. I just don't tune or paint, so I resource out for that, but everything else I've done to the car. So and that's what I like. So I like just working on my cars, and I like feel more rewarding when I do that myself instead of bought not built type thing. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. I'll post another one this weekend, so that way you guys can see what the brakes look like and all that stuff. I'll show you guys the progress on this car. We'll get it to where it's better, give it some TLC, and then also we'll do more videos with this beast right here, and we'll do some cars and coffee and take it out on the track and run it as well. But just wanted to share with you guys. I know I post a lot of GTR videos, show you something a little different with the Cobalt. But yeah, until this weekend, catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just like that, Shane shows out. Peace.